Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is SaulApeMan, and I'm the sitting president of Polish Rifle University. And in this video, I'm going to present you the SaulApeMan maneuver, the anti-laming trick that I have been using since like half of a year, and I'm pretty happy about my idea. And it's very simple, of course, and it's mostly Polar Rifle related. And I came up to this idea when I used to play a lot of 4v4, because in 4v4 there is a lot of orc lamers. 4v4 is lamers infested game mode, okay? So in order to be able to play Polar Rifle there, I had to develop some defensive habits, okay? And I will show you this trick in the middle of the game, because it's very simple. Basically, when you have Blood Mage on level 2, you buy a Staff of Teleportation from Goblin Merchant, and then every time when Orc comes to your base, you staff your Blood Mage first, and you use additional time that this trick gives you to do something else, and of course you need some base defense like towers. So, and of course there are many variations of this trick, and you will see, because this game will be much longer than it should be, because Orc decided to lame. But I'm going too far in the future, ladies and gentlemen. So, as we can see, I'm playing versus Orc on Last Refuge, and I will do my Arcane Tower in front trick. I really like it. I know that LAMERS doesn't like it, so it's up to you if you are going to recreate it or not. And look at my wall. Also, wall is very important versus Orc lamers, because you want to leave a gap for towers in front of your main. And it's of course good versus raiders, because the most powerful laming tool in the Orc arsenal are are raiders. So, for example, that's why I'm making this part of the wall here like double ply, so double thick. So in order to break this part of the wall, he has to kill 2 farms, not 1. And I'm already pulling militia, because I don't know if he's going if he's going Farseer or Blade Master. And now the good habit is to immediately check items, because I don't know, 1 per 10 games Orc can go for fast tech. And as you can see, this Orc sold his TP and bought 2 items from the Orc shop. And it means fast tech is like the trademark of fast tech. So I know that there are no additional units coming to my base soon. And he can go straight up Wyvern, or he can go for straight up, I don't know, faster TC and later Headhunters, for example. We don't know yet. And as you saw, my Arcane Tower was good enough basically to drain some mana. And now I think I don't want to fight over the green camp. I decided to go to his base and check if he's making Headhunters, if he's going for Bestiary. Because versus fast tech you can do it. And when you have Arcane Tower, he cannot just lame your base. And of course, because I'm taking on 30 foot, my tier 2 will be late, but I have almost 4 rifles, so this is some firepower that I can use to, I don't know, maybe deal some damage to Orc base. Let's see. And okay, so it's not Wyverns. He made Barrack, but not super fast, okay? And now, as you can see, he has Burrow in quite, too offensive position, and now I'm able to just right-click the Burrow, because without concrete reinforcement upgrade, I can just snipe the Burrows, and this is a big win, actually. He lost some lumber, because he had to pull the peasants, and I'm just trading mana here. So it's good for me, but the damage is done, and I need to pull back, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that he's going to play Headhunters tier 3. That's my guess here. So I'm waiting for the tier 2, which will be late. And look, I had a peasant that got blocked, so I had to solve this issue. Remember, when you have some additional time during the game, just make sure that your peasants are not like blocked, because it's not good. They will maybe unstack at some moment, some point, but yeah, it's much better to just yes, optimize them by hand. And look, I'm already doing it. The closer they are to the lumber mill, the better. Now I decided to creep because I feel kind of safe, and I need level 2. And let's see the item. So it's potion of invul, like it's a big invul, so that's why I'm going aura. You can go for divine shield if your paladin is very low HP because you want to be like safer, but when you have big invul, just go for the aura. And creeping goes smoothly. Now I'm going to check his other shop to see if he's like on the left or on the right. We will see, ladies and gentlemen. And the good news for us, shop is not cracked, and we are waiting for our tier 2 power spike. Of course, maybe we'll push him, maybe we'll fight him, but it is too early. And I'm hoping for big mana or for big invul, I mean for big healing, and I got the second invul. And remember that if you use one of them, the second one will have cooldown. So it's like not the best item. And okay, so I have been thinking that he's not here, so probably he's creeping somewhere on the left, and maybe he's even expanding. And because I'm playing versus headhunters, that's my first thought, I decided to go straight up tier 3 to add one knight and and a hero MK. And I got the best item in slot, and this is replenishment potion that I used, and I just make sure that this forest troll is not going to change the aggro randomly. And big surprise to me, this I think this is a real hero of his, and this is a big creepjack, ladies and gentlemen. This orc maybe 1900 MMR, but this was a very lucky creepjack by me, and I think this game is like almost over at this point, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big creepjack. My tier 3 is looking healthy, and I have been thinking like maybe he went for the expansion. And in this moment, this is the crucial moment, because now I should know that orc cannot take a straight fight. The only saving grace for the orc is to start laming. Okay, because like I was able to cancel the expo, the creepjack was good. I have super high level. I'm ready. Okay, so in this moment, straight up is straight fight is just a win. So in this moment, you can start thinking, okay, maybe he will lame to buy time. Maybe not. He won't go for the full lames, and we will see, ladies and gentlemen, what he's going to do. And I think that I should just push his base, to be honest. I decided to maybe creep because I'm waiting for my tier 3 power spike, but I don't really like this solution. But I'm super ahead, and yes, that's why I decided to make a full wall off, but I forgot that they want to use the shop, so I will cancel this farm. So I'm not going to make a full wall off. Okay, we see a peasant here. Blood Mage is almost level 2 because I use this trick to split a little bit to feed Blood Mage mana. And now I would like to split, but I really need my paladin in front. First of all, to tank a little bit, but second of all, to just Holy Light and transfer mana efficiently, because transferring mana takes time. Healings is important. This camp is kind of strong, so that's why I'm not splitting heroes, because like look, the siphon mana takes some time. And what I said, because of this fight and expo attempt, we know that orc is not going for tier 3 and that he's going to lame, and I will have to use my TP, I'm afraid. But when you are trying to use, and look how good this wall of farms is working. He has some melee units. He cannot approach me with TC because I will burn his mana immediately. And let's see what will happen. And now I think this is the moment where I can base. And look, okay, so he cannot some anti-laming pala rifle strategy 1-on-1. Okay, so I know that he cannot fight me. Look at his level, 3-1 versus 4-2, okay? He cannot fight me. He can try to expand. That's why I sent one rifleman with 2-1 upgrades to damage or even cancel his expansion, because this is the expansion spot, because I don't need that rifleman to fight his army, especially in my base, especially in the range of Arcane Tower. And I didn't know that Expo was there, but there is a very, very high chance that it will be there, or he will just send a peasant. So having one rifleman here when you have advantage like that is a good thing. Second part is I think that as I said, I have such a huge advantage that I could even like send my Blood Mage to the Goblin Merchant, Goblin Shop, to just buy Staff of Teleportation, but I'm not that quick in the game. It's much easier to say during the review, so I think that I will just TP, but let's appreciate this Rifleman, that he will start attacking expansion, and Piercing Damage is quite good versus Unarmored. Okay, so now I have access to tier 3. Now I know that he will be laming, and MK with Bolt is perfect to stun raiders. And look, this Expo is getting a lot of damage, which is cool. But yes, this rifle is not going to cancel it, but the damage is here, okay? It's very, very nice damage. It's adding up. And I think that I decided to creep, basically, because now, look at my resources. Like, I can add army, but what I really need is some defensive structures. Because don't get me wrong, canceling his expo, okay, is good, but I'm afraid that if I will leave my base with just one tower, I will have to TP back immediately, okay, and it's not going to be worth it, and I will still be able to kill this expo later. So I think that's the perfect moment to invest in like 4 towers. So I would add 4 guard towers in the front, and I would buy the Staff of Teleportation from Blood Mage. Let's see. And my opponent is smart as well, so he sent wolves and a raider to kill my rifleman. And I think that I should not even run back, because my rifleman is dead. I lost some damage here. And as predicted, like he went back, so now I can just move from the lab to him. And look, this Arcane Tower, like now I will pull militia, and yeah, I should repair much faster, but look, they have no mana, those heroes, and I killed one rider. Now I'm killing Headhunter, or at least I'm trying to kill a Headhunter, and I think I will just grab the raider, okay? And still no towers, and 1400 gold. SaulApeMan, there is a reason why you are in 1900 MMR, okay? You are a little bit slow, let's say. So maybe now I will use my attention to buy a Staff of Teleportation on Blood Mage, and yes, finally, Saul, you are doing it, and now just make some towers and buy the stuff, and of course, maybe if you have enough gold, buy the invul, because it really helps. And yeah, let's go. So as you can see, he was trying to make some towers, and now it will be a demonstration how good Staff of Teleportation is. So when I see that Orc is approaching me, okay, and look, I'm not wasting time here, and remember to always staff on the main building. Because if Orc is not used to it, he's afraid that I'm doing an offensive TP with MK. So there is a chance that he will be afraid and he will start running away. So it will buy us like additional time. So let's see. Okay, look, he's running back because of the staff, and this is just Blood Mage. This is just Blood Mage, ladies and gentlemen. And like, this Blood Mage is stuck, by the way, but I don't care. I have such an advantage that I'll just kill this expansion. And look, which unit is the best versus buildings? Of course, Raider. So I'm immediately banishing the Raider, and it has like 12 seconds duration. So this Raider cannot deal any damage. And now I'm immediately draining mana draining mana from TC, so he cannot shockwave me, and I have more mana for banish. And I even used Staff of Sanctuary on my MK to add another like firepower. And of course, like in general in your games, it's like a big a commodity, you know, it's like a big luxury thing, because I'm so ahead. But you know, just stuff with Blood Mage is enough. MK is not that necessary, and slow micro, but at least I can escape now. And like, he's trying to lay me, but okay, now he has some additional raiders, and mistake by SaulApeMan, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of just banishing, you know, I will just lose my MK now with full mana. And now, what is important, I have nothing to do here, so I should just TP much faster. Okay, so mistake. Like, I use the Blood Mage Staff of Teleportation trick in order to buy myself more time to kill the expansion, but now I should just kill the expansion. I mean, I should just TP to the safety of my base and save the MK. But I'm too slow, and there is no mana for more banishes. So as you can see, slow decision making, and now he knows this is a real TP, and that he has to basically run away. So not great, not terrible, okay. And now, yes, finally I see that he's just going for full raider lame. It's not so-called hybrid laming, because I also call hybrid laming if he just wants to buy some time. So, for example, make mass Taurens with Bloodlust, okay? And I think that I should stay close to my base, okay? I think I should just stay close to my base, and I think that what I'm going to do, because as I said, I need 4 towers, and as you can see, I'm even upgrading masonry. And I have my heroes, I can start creeping. Creeping is always good, because it gives you an item that you can sell, it gives you experience, it gives you gold, you know? So it's not that bad to creep. And yes, now is a good moment, so I can think if I should buy Shredder or not, because Shredder will really help. But I think that I have enough peasants, and I will upgrade this lumber efficiency thing. And of course, with more wood, you know, I could go for Arcane Sanctum now for 2 reasons. Because if you make an upgrade from Arcane Sanctum, you can scan with Arcane Tower. So, for example, I can scan here. And I can like add 1 Sork to give invisibility to my Rifleman to scout with Rifleman maybe, and to keep the Sork in my base. And now I saw like what it's okay. And look how good MK is. Bolt, and now position MK in front of the Raider. And Raider for free. Okay. And I know that he will lay me. I see my mass Raiders, so. And yes, now I'm researching improved lumber harvesting, and I'm going to his expansion, and I'm ready, ladies and gentlemen, to staff my Blood Mage back. So, let's start with the Blood Mage. And look, you could say, Saul, you have nothing to do here. Why not to do offensive TP? You can win. No, I need some time to scout, maybe to grab a camp. Always you staff the Blood Mage first. If you act quickly, if Orc is already killing your main, then of course TP immediately with entire army. No time for Blood Mage staffing. But now this is a good time. So look, again. And he saw the TP, and he immediately ran back. So, and Blood Mage is here ready. And let's look, I'm able to kill 3 peasants and 3 structures. And look, banish, another banish. Those raiders are not even attacking. And now I'm just draining mana from the Farseer. And man, there is a big difference having like full HP and full mana and 0 mana. 0 mana unit, and look how much time it gives me. And look on those raiders, they're so AFK, and I have so much mana still on my Blood Mage, and my Blood Mage is in super safe position. This is 200 IQ, this is genius. Maybe cancel it, Saul, when you are talking about how good you are, Kappa. And to be honest, in this moment, I think that I should just creep maybe, because like I have enough here to defend. Okay, and what is also important, I should now, I don't know, check, maybe scout if he's going for army or if he's still making raiders, you know, because yeah. I mean, when you have some towers, the damage from towers will start add up. And look, he's running from one Blood Mage and one Knight. So, and of course, be careful because Knight may die. And the same thing with the Blood Mage, be careful. And I don't know. Okay, now. Well, I should send one peasant here to the lab and reveal, to check if he's going for like tier 3 and I see, I don't know, double tower and totem and stuff. Then I'll stop making towers and stuff and maybe push him. But yeah, I managed to check here. And of course, remember the Staff of Teleportation is on cooldown. Okay. And I think that leaving my Blood Mage would be better, because now I will have to just TP, ladies and gentlemen. But what is important, look, I will grab a camp and then TP. Because like stealing experience, stealing items from the opponent is important. And now I'll do offensive TP, and this is good, because he may think that this is stuff, you know? You are forcing Orc into thinking, into like guessing, you know? It adds mind games, you know? So, and your stuff is not on cooldown. And look, offensive TP, and he thought that it will be just and a Blood Mage. And it was my entire army, and he's stuck, and he has no TP. He has no TP, and my base became his grave, basically. Look at this. And this is so... the feeling is so good, because you are basically counter-laming him. You are showing him that... he basically has no chance in his game, and I even staffed the peasant to just, with all due respect, humiliate him a little bit. And yeah, like this game is omega over at this point. Omega over, basically. And yeah, I think that versus player like that, you always should have a shredder, you know. And now, like he cannot lay me. I have TP, and I think that I will just go into his base, but I mean, I saw so far ahead that I don't know. Maybe I should just finish him. And now I decided to do the Arcane Sanctum because I have 2 Arcane Towers, so I can scout. I'm going to check if he, like, maybe he expanded here and that's why he's not leaving. I don't have vision here. Like, imagine having invisible rifleman that you can send here to check. And staff is not on cooldown, so I think that I will staff my Blood Mage now. Okay, let's see. Am I going to staff my Blood Mage, or do I even think that this defense is enough? Okay, I staff my MK, because MK is better at killing riders than Blood Mage, because I have so much that I'm just using my MK here to be defensive. And now, yes, I could split the Paladin, the Blood Mage, because I have enough power. And man, for some reason I'm still creeping. I mean, I'm not finishing the game. I have low lumber, maybe that's why, you know. So having Shredder is good. And look, 1 MK is basically enough now, because I have mana, I have towers. And yes, like I should field Blood Mage for level 5, basically. And maybe retrain for Fire Strike, Siphon Mana, Banish. Because I'm not able to drain mana for that long. Okay, TC is here. And like this is so painful for him. He wanted to lay me, and look who is counter-laming him. And because there was nothing here, I discovered a village, Orc village, that I'm going to destroy, ladies and gentlemen. And even on level 4, I went for the Flame Strike, and it was enough for my opponent. So remember, the SaulApeMan maneuver, meaning you always you always keep Staff of Teleportation on your Blood Mage. Remember, Blood Mage has to be level 2, because staffing Blood Mage level 1 is too dangerous, because you cannot banish yourself. It's basically just to drain mana. And then, there are different approaches. You can stay tier 2 and maybe add Arcane Sanctum earlier and first to tower up and then go tier 3. Remember to buy Shredder in this moment. And also it depends. Orc can transition into army, so you cannot make 12 towers in your base, because you will spend so much resources. You need to try to read your opponent mind a little bit, and scouting with the Arcane Sanctum, of course, helps with it. So it was SaulApeMan with this 200 IQ move. Thank you for watching, and remember, use it versus lamers, and of course it works versus different races as well. They are trying to lame you. So thank you for watching, and see you guys later. Bye bye.